Hi friends, Cami here. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video on our debt results for February, but I'm going to use the March stickers, but this is basically what we paid for in February, and now we got our new numbers for March. So this is what we're going to be working on, and I do have a slot for it right here. And I already like pre-stickered it up just because I don't know, for some reason I didn't think I was gonna make more budgeting videos, so I just pre-stickered everything up until April. I didn't have a chance to lay these down with you guys, but I do have the bottom part of this on the back, if I can find it. Actually, yes, so the bottom part. So this is my March kit for my debt tracker, and this is available in my shop, which is always linked in the description down below. And I always get a question on where I get my planner for my budgeting planner. I get it from Plum Paper, and they have other formats as well if you would like a more formatted, but I just like lined sheets because I am a sticker budgeter. If you are new here, I am Carla. I make a lot of videos like cash stuffing videos, any kind of budgeting videos. Since we are trying to work towards our financial journey, my husband and I have a baby, recently had a baby around June of last year. We have a little one as well that's part of our budget. We are a low-income family. We make about $2,200 a month, I would say. We're trying to expand our income as well so we can pay more into debt, and we also have other financial goals that we're trying to work towards, but this is one of the main ones. As you guys know, if you watch my videos, we paid off my wedding and engagement ring with our tax refund, and that was about $2,300 worth. So that one is not going to be in our debt today. That's no longer going to be in our debt, and that just makes me happy because that one was $130 payment every month that just hurts our budget for the month, and now we don't have that anymore. So we'll have a little bit more of wiggle room to kind of budget throughout our categories. But I'm bringing you guys a little bit closer just to show you guys. I'm sorry if you can't hear me. I kind of had my camera a little bit higher this time around. I'm gonna see how the audio is, if it's gonna change. But if it will, I'll lower it again, just because this kind of gives me more freedom on like spacing the notebook. But I always have a cheat sheet right here. I always try to pre-number these videos just so I don't make a mistake over here. But in my debt tracker, I have debt, balance, minimum, and additional payments. So I guess over here I could have put additional payments on this side because this was my February tracker. So I know we paid an extra $2,301.24 towards our debt, so that completely paid that off. But that was our only extra debt payment in February. But I also have like around, I think, almost $400 in my cash envelope meant for debt payment. So I have that as well. So I think we're gonna try to focus that either on our Robbins or our Capital One credit card. So I still don't know until it reaches, I guess, a certain amount, then we're gonna pay it, or we can just pay it now because it could lower our minimum. So I don't know. I feel like it's just hard to make trips to the bank when I don't have, you know, transportation. So that's what's honestly hindering me from putting that in the bank and paying off something or paying debt with it. But we're gonna go to our debt. Of course, student loan is gonna be the first one. And then the balance for that one is $7,157.92. I'm not like putting anything on this one just because we're focusing on other smaller debts, and also there's a possibility that there's student loan forgiveness. I'm really hoping on that one, but also not putting my eggs all in that basket because who knows, we'll see. But the minimum payment for right now is $0 because of the forbearance right now due to the pandemic. So we're not going to do anything with that right now. And then the next highest one I have is Camden's, which used to be my, I think, State Bank one. It used to be called State Bank, and that was my very first credit card. And that one I still have 3,806.67 towards that one, and the minimum payment for that one this month is 101. And then my Capital One, or my husband's Capital One, I guess, or ours, Capital One is $3,005.3, and the minimum payment for the month is $90, because I say for the month because they interchange. When you pay more, you pay less. That's for Capital One. And then I put T. Robbins, and that's my husband's Robbins credit card, and he owes 1,000. Actually, let me put mine first, K. Robbins, because mine is higher than his now. So 1,462.37, and the minimum for the month is still $29. And then T. Robbins, because we both have a Robbins credit card. Back when we weren't budgeting together, when we weren't married, we both got credit cards. So for his, it's actually 1,306.87, and the minimum for that one is $26. And our last credit card is Capital One again, but I call this Capital Two just so I can distinguish each of them, but they're both Capital One credit cards. So that's 1,123.25, and the minimum for that is $25. So it's so much like better looking at this when it was back in February. We have a little bit more debt since we got rid of that. So that one, comparing it to October of 2020, we had more because we paid off Firestone right there. So we're really slowly trying to get through this debt, and that just makes me happy. It also kind of gives us hope that we could pay off everything this year if we really try, and if we kind of have more income this year. I think we could pay off all of the credit card debt and then just have my student loans. I think that would be amazing, because we definitely need, we've been having really small wins, but that wedding ring and the engagement ring is really a big win. I just finished lining everything up, and on the bottom I kind of put like debt without the student loans, just because I wanted to see how much it would be without the student loans, because I told you guys I'm betting on that. I'm betting on the student loan forgiveness. But here it is. I will total everything out, which is $7,157.92 plus $3,806.67 plus $3,005.3 plus $1,468.37 plus $1,306.87 plus $1,123.25, with a total of $17,000, guys. We were at $20,000 a month ago, and now we're at 17 just because of that big payment that we did. But that's still really good that we, instead of using that money for anything that we wanted, we threw that into debt. So that really helped us out. 38. Sorry, my writing is really bad. It's because I'm not putting my face close to the paper, which what I usually do when I write stuff. So my handwriting is really bad. We're gonna add up the minimum. So we have 101 plus 90 plus 29 plus 26 plus 25. So that's 271 for our minimums. That I estimated 290 for this month, so that is a lot lower than we should have. Actually, let me add the student loans. So that's 75. So this is 271. I always like make mistakes here. Plus 75. So 271 plus 75. Since we're not doing payments on my student loans, like I said, this doesn't really matter since it's in forbearance. But this 17,868.37 100.25 minus 7,000, which is my student loans, 157.92. So our total credit card debt right now is 10,710.33. I think that's a lot more manageable. I still don't know if we'll be able to pay that off this year, but you know, if we manage our money right, if we increase our income, I think it's kind of doable, I think. So that's amazing, and I just can't wait to see how we do this year. And I'm just so glad that we're tackling this, and how we're tackling it is pretty good. Like, we're not really draining ourselves from paying that consistently, which a lot of people do, which I don't. You know, that's fine how you want to do your debt, just as long as you're tackling it. I think that's amazing. So thank you guys so much for watching, and for being here, and for spending your time with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please subscribe if you're new, and like this video if you like my content. Bye!